Hello and a warm welcome. We are live on air on the Front Row Racing YouTube channel for round 4 of this of the GT3 League, and I'm today joined again by Jammy James 16. How are you doing today, James?
Not too bad, Dom. Not too bad. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine, to be honest. And first of all, our apologies for not being there 2 weeks ago, as me and James were enjoying the Grand Prix of Spa, the Formula 1 Grand Prix. So hence our absence in the commentary box for the past week. And but we're back now on this beautiful track, the Sonoma Raceway GP. It's not a very familiar track for me, and I don't think it is for James, since we are more familiar with the Formula 1 tracks. But nonetheless, it's a good track. It's a very technical track. So I'm wondering who's going to perform well, who isn't. As you can see, the turnout in the lobby is not that great. We've got K-Slade, we've got Dave the Hart, GBM Vector UK, Grable 79 and Farthba. So a bit of a disappointing turnout, but then again, that might be because people are doing other things, focusing on F1, and or might just be busy. So without further ado, let's get the lobby going, James.
I will press the thumbs up.
Press the thumbs up. Let's go.
I thought while we're waiting, Dom, I thought I'll give you some quick facts about the Sonoma Raceway.
Go
on. You might know that it already resides in California, USA.
That is correct.
It's got a capacity of 7,000. It actually is about 58 years old, built in 1968.
Oh, that's a long track then. It's a long time ago. It
is home to major events such as the AMA Superbike, which you'll be very familiar with, I'm assuming, Dom.
Well, I'm familiar with the World Superbikes and the British Superbikes, but not with the. I'm not very familiar with American motorsports, apart from the Indy cars. So
well, that is another sport that's
yeah, I was thinking that.
You've got the Indy cars here, you've got the NASCAR.
Yeah, I know NASCAR is here.
Sky Sports' own Alan McNish actually holds a record for the fastest qualifying lap.
Sorry, who? Go on.
Alan McNish.
Alan McNish, alright, yeah. So good old Alan McNish, obviously famous for his. Go on, sorry.
No, sorry, he's just in the Audi R8. That's all.
Alright. So the session is loading. We are in the session.
It is also it encompasses a drag strip in the track, which is very interesting.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, noticed that. Let's see. Let's change the cameras. We see GBM Vector in his blue and black McLaren going out for the first time in the number 60 car. The race is 26 laps long, and the current weather, as you can see, 29 degrees. So a nice temperature for the boys to drive in. So the track will probably be about 50 degrees, I suppose. And obviously we're in the middle of the desert, so it's going to be warm anyway. It's not going to be very rainy. So we've just started this 15-minute long qualifying. We're going out early. Let's have a look. Any other guys are out? Oh, sorry, I've pressed the wrong button there. We've got Casey out on track. He's going out on track in the blue and red BMW. I want to talk about Casey, to be honest, James, because obviously we weren't there 2 weeks ago, but Casey has actually won the third round as well at Willow Springs in the GT3 cars, and that's made a clean sweep for him. So 75 points for Casey, and leading the championship by quite some margin. Any comments on Casey, James?
Well, I can only say what's already been said. Really, he's dominating in the 10th year. Really dominating the league. There's almost nothing to separate them normally, but I think Casey sometimes just has the edge over 10th. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I remember him. He was in the. We raced in the Willow Springs, didn't we? And it was like 4 seconds quicker in the race. I left early, but still. He was
really quick, yes.
He was massively quick.
In the end, he lost the race because he I think he spun the car and was stuck in the gravel trap for about 3 minutes. But obviously, Casey being the dominant driver in I think both of the Project Cars classes, Anyway, go on, James. Who are you on board with?
No, I was just going to say, I've just as I'm watching Mr. Front Racing JS go around, I do recognise the track. I remember in the early days of project cars racing around here. It's a very, I did actually enjoy this track. It's a good up and down track. Very hilly. I didn't realise how hilly it actually is. And I do like the drag strip section. I think it's very going to get braking points perfectly. It's really, like I said before, it's technical circuit. And,
very narrow as well, and you've got a combination of fast and slow corners, and they're following each other right up the fast and slow corners. So it's very technical, but I'm sure that Casely will do his very best to get a good lap time in.
Yeah, I don't see many people fighting with him up front. To be fair, Dave the Hart maybe. Front Racing JS always shows promise, but he just sort of lags behind him a bit, doesn't he? So if all goes well, I'd say another clean sweep for Casely.
Well, obviously JS hasn't raced the last 2 weeks because of because we were absent, obviously. So he had the commentary box role for himself, I think. So a good few points misfit for James Shaw. So he's got a point to prove, obviously. Go on there, James.
He's on a lap and he's Dave Hart's not far behind him though, but Casey's still about half a second too far in front of him. Going over the line.
James Shaw has gone there. Go on.
And it is a 1:29.3.
Ooh, that's a quick lap time.
3 seconds quicker than James. But I'll keep an eye on Dave, who's just gone second as I'm speaking. He's full second behind, however. Like I said, it looks like Casely again. He's got the advantage. Human Vector 30+6. But apart from that, that's David Hart's going for another lap, 19.6. That's not a bad first sector actually. I'll keep on board with him until he gets it on.
I'm on board with Brable 79 here. He's in the orange McLaren, beautiful car. And he's had a clean lap so far, but a bit. He's not taking many risks, Grable. He might just hit a banker lap and then go for a quicker lap later on, the Polish driver. So let's see what he can do here. We'll go on board with another drive. Parker really pushing the car. He's gone onto the gravel. That might have cost him some time. So Farper in the BMW Z4. As he's coming up to the line now, I believe. There he goes, Parker. What position is he going to go in? He's not put a lap in. He's probably on his out lap and on his flyer now. So excuse me for that. I thought Parker was on a flying lap. Let's have a look then. GBM Vectra out on track again. Oh, he improved.
Mostly did a 10th.
Casely back out on track though. So Casely looking to improve the time a bit, so the pressure on him is not too big from Dave the Hart. Dave the Hart, obviously one of the quicker drivers on the Project Cars league.
David Hart might be going for another lap. I'll just keep an eye on the second sector time. It's anywhere near 39.5.
Oh.
We might be actually.
I see James Shaw is out on track. Casely's gone out of the way. Let's see, what's he going to do? He's on a clean lap so far, but I'm not sure if he's actually pushing the car. No, he's not. He's gone back to the box as we get on board with Front Racing JS. Farper. Alright, let's get on board with him. Farper. Time 1:32.4. So in front JS. JS not going to be happy about that. Ooh, he locks the tyres into the corner. Let's just wait until Front Racing JS puts his time in. He's He's obviously got a point to prove, so I think JS can maybe get a couple of seconds off his time. He's got a point to prove. He's not really he's not really been able to prove himself in the GT3 class just yet. Obviously, we're doing the commentary last week, and I think the race before wasn't really on his performance. This is warming up the tyres, so he might go for another lap.
I'm lagging, okay, so it's like not good.
Get on board with Casely. No, Casely is indeed lagging. I don't see Casely up there. There he is. He's sideways through the corners on my screen. He's drifting it around. It looks really good, but it's obviously not ultimately what you want in the GT3 class. It's not a drift race. It's an actual race where you want to cross the line as first, and not cross the line with the most drifts. He's on a quick lap though, Casely. You can see it. He's pushing the car, but keeping it nice and tidy at the same time.
He's done a 19.5, not a bad first sector. David Hart behind him doing 19.8, very close. 39.3 middle sector from Casey, that's a good second sector.
Do you reckon there's anyone who might be able to take the fight to Casey?
Well, I mean, David Hart's looking like he's only like half a second off the pace, so I'd say, let's see what Casey does if he improves on it.
Let's have a look, Casey. Ooh, 28. That's a quick time by Casey. He's backed off. He knows that lap is quick enough. Let's get on board with David Hart, see what he can do about the time.
I think he's invalidated his lap in his first sector. But after's done a 19.6, so that's not a bad first sector.
That's a good first sector for Farfel. Let's get on board. He's improved his lap time to a 31.9, so he's improved the time as well. James Shaw a bit further back, I think a 32.5, yes, correct. Let's get back on board with Farfel though.
39 sector, it's not just... that's a big corner to it.
I think the game allowed it. That's also a thing obviously about this game, knowing where the game lets you off at corner cuts and track extensions. It's a bit different to the F1 game, obviously, with the track extensions being very tight. Farfel going to a 31.1, so he's getting closer to the top two.
Yeah, David Hart's 20.5, that's almost a second off, really.
James Shaw just exiting the pits in P4. And GBM Vector.
Grable's doing 20.9.
Where is Grable? There he is. No, Grable's in the pits on my screen.
Oh, yeah, so he is. I must have retired.
So a 36.4 for Grable.
David Hart isn't improving.
I'm on board with GBM Vector, a 32.6, so only 1/10 of James Shaw.
Yeah, I'm surprised James Shaw's not improved.
He's on an out lap. I've seen him exiting the pit, so he might be on an out lap, and he'll go for a flyer soon. So after Vector finishes his lap, we'll get on board with James Shaw.
Casey, it doesn't look like he's going for another lap. David Hart's just going for another lap now.
GBM Vector crosses the line, doesn't improve on his time, but then again that might have been a flyer. I'm not too sure. Obviously you can't really tell. Oh, he's gone wide then. He's gone wide, so he's not going to improve his time with that. Let's get on board with Front Row Racing JS here, who is he's just gone onto a flyer then. What's he going to do? 32.5. So he's not actually improved unless this is his flying lap. That's a bit annoying about... ooh, that's costing time, James Shaw. So he might just back off and have a go at the next lap. Let's see if he's keeping full speed. It looks like he's keeping full speed, and then he's gone to gravel. So this is not going to be a very good lap time for James Shaw.
20.9 first sector, it's not good, needs to be 19 really. no real activity just yet. I think they're all warming up for the last runs. Casey's out. David Hart's out. McFarth was just exited in the pits.
David Hart, David Hart was out, Casey's out. Indeed.
Yeah, it looks like they're all winding up for
the final run.
Final runs.
Yep. Although Grable's in the pits and he's not looking like he's going out. Let's have a look here. Not much happening for Grable.
A couple of these cars might have to hurry up to get to the line to start really comfortable 30 get to the end.
Oh, Caseley's lagging. Caseley's lagging a lot. That might cause problems for the other guys in the race. Anyway, we're on board with James Shaw as he passes GB and Vectra. Oh, James Shaw lagging as well. Oh, it's hit the barrier on my screen. I don't know what's going on here. Don't know if that's my internet or that's.
No. Right, so they'll all get a lap in. They will get a lap in. As long as we don't fall over each other. Yeah,
the cars are. Yeah, James Shaw's lagging, and so is Casey. So a bit of problems in the lobby. I don't know what that is. Go on, sorry.
So a quick look at the first sector times. We got a 19.5 Casey and 19.8 by David Hart. 20.5 from JS, 20.7 from GB and Vectra, 20.9 from Grable.
Oh, James Shaw has spun it! He spun it! That's James Shaw's lap over. Let's get on board with Farfber then, P3. He's about to cross the line for the final time. A 31-1, it stays, so third position for Farfber with no threat from James Shaw behind him. He's in the pits, James Shaw. David Harp in the pits as well. And Casey's still out for another lap. Is he going to improve on that? Fantastic lap time, 28.8.
It's like 5 as it goes the second section.
Let's have a look then.
I think he's matching, he might be matching his last lap time too.
It all depends on his last sector, doesn't it? So here we go then. Casey on the absolute limit of what this car can do.
He's got a better exit. He's got a run wide to get a better exit. Let's see what he does. 28.
And it stays. Yeah. Stays at 28. So, but still, pull for Casey. Pull for Casey with about 6/10 difference. Yep, 6/10. So there we have the results. Casey in pole with the BMW M3 GT3. 28.8 is his lap time. David Harp in second, 28.4. Only 6/10 off Casey. With Farfber, great performance in P3, 31.1. He gets 2.3 seconds off of the pace of the front runners. So I'm gonna have to see how it goes. Can I monitor straight away? Yes, I can. This is the 5-minute warm-up just to get the pit strategy sorted. And if the guys want to change anything in their tuning setups, they can do it now. Hopefully some guys will have qualifying setups to have the car as fast as possible over that one lap, and then have a setup that's easier on the tyres and on the fuel for the race. So if any changes need to be made, they can do it now. That's why you won't see any cars out on track just yet. Let's have a look here. Oh, Casey's gone out, so in case they might be testing a setup or get the rhythm sorted for his race. Oh, lost the map, sorry. So James, let's have a look at the results from the last 2 weeks. The race, the round 3 at Willow Springs. Obviously, I told you Casey had the win there, and I'll tell you who's finished second. Dan Evs, after taking a permanent seat after the Grand Prix at Zolder. Dan Evs got second place yet again. Obviously, he got second place on his debut as well. So that's put him on 40 points. It's actually put him second in the standings as well. So Casey leading obviously that championship, and Dan Evs in second position. Then we've got Woolhouse, who's finished third. Great performance by Woolhouse. That's put him on a total of 32 points. So that is indeed the third position in the championship, with Duofin a fourth position. He'll be happy with that. With Front Row Racing RI made his one-off performance in fifth position, and the rest of the guys either did not finish or did not attend. So Tim Fear, one of the championship contenders, as well as David Hart, did not attend last 2 weeks race. So they've got some catching up to do as we ride on board with Casey, who's taking a really wide exit just to get the perfect lap time in.
I'm just going to get a drink while we warm up.
That's alright, mate, yeah. Better do it now than in the race, so as James goes off for a drink, we'll have a look at these cars driving around. We'll get them both with someone else, give someone else some TV time instead of just Casey. We see Grable 79 here. Has just qualified in the 6th and last position, but obviously 6th position is not too far away from the front, so who knows what might happen in that first corner. You never know. Casey and Dave Hart might collide, and then it's all to play for the rest of the guys. Or some guys might find a couple of tenths, or maybe even seconds. I reckon if anyone's going to do that, it might be James Shaw from Racing JS. Had a good performance in the first two races, not too bad, and let's just see how he gets on. So if anyone wants to join this league, obviously the outcome, the turnout is not that big tonight, but it's usually a lot bigger. Usually we get about a full lobby, or sometimes 2 drivers missing, but with a couple of reserve drivers in. So I don't know why the turnout is actually quite disappointing today. So I don't know. But anyway, if you want to join this league, you can just message the admins on the Front Row Racing YouTube channel, either that or on the preferably on the Front Row Racing Facebook page. So look us up, Front Row Racing, and then message the page, and one of the admins will contact you very shortly after that. As Grable takes a wide approach to the final corner, just so he has the best possible exit, as we see GB and Vector getting out of the way. And Grable puts a lap time of 1:41.6, so it's not a very quick time, but it's just a warm up, so he's just getting ready for the race, as are the other guys. Let's have a look at what's happening here. Front Racing JS 38.3 with these are 37.3, so they might just have a high fuel mix, and I'll just try and sort their rhythm out for the race. That is coming with 30 seconds to go in this warm up. Our apologies as well if our commentary is a bit rusty for this race. We haven't done this in 4 weeks, so it's all about getting the rhythm for us as well in the commentary box. But we'll see how we get on in the race with 6 drivers. As James returns.
What lap time? 37.
Only 3 guys have gone for a lap time. Most guys have obviously gone. Sorry, what? Oh, good question. Where else Casey gone? Okay. Well. Okay.
Well, that's
just disconnected. Casey's disconnected, and GBM Vector has left the session. So we've got. Oh, everyone's leaving. Okay, everyone's leaving. So and then David Hart has left. So as you see my car driving. Well, I'm on the pad. This feels weird on the pad. James. Yeah, so respect to the guys who do this game on the pad. I can't do it. Anyway, we'll stop the stream here. I don't know how people do this on the pad. Anyway, thank you for watching for so far. We'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes with the next stream with hopefully a full grid.